This is Jack. This week's topic is health while transitioning. Um, Sorry that I'm making this at like 4 a.m. I've been at Comic-Con all week, so that's why I'm a little out of the loop for now. And I look exhausted because I am. Um, so highlights of my week. I got to spend time with my favorite people, my favorite people in my life, basically. And I got to spend more time with my friends, the Soskas, uh, who made, who were at Comic Con for their movie American Mary and their next work, which I can't uh, talk about. But they were really amazing, and if you can, you should check out American Mary. And Comic Con this year was great. I actually got to cosplay as a guy this year, which is the first time I've cosplayed since I was 15. I was Slenderman, and that was awesome. So health while transitioning. There are a lot of health risks related to transitioning to consider when you start T. One of them is infertility. If you really want to have biological children, it might be good to look into something like egg banking beforehand. Another one is cholesterol. When you start T, it often lowers your good cholesterol and heightens your bad cholesterol. That's a problem that a lot of cis males have as well. And how to minimize the risk of that is eat a healthy diet. Don't eat a lot of cholesterol-rich foods. Eat low fat. Don't eat trans fats. Another risk while transitioning is if you push your body through transitioning too fast by upping a dose of testosterone when your doctor hasn't approved it, or going on T when you haven't had the proper blood and endo work. Both of those are dangerous because they can fuck up your entire transition. If you up your dose, already we're pushing our bodies through transitioning. So basically, we're pushing our bodies through puberty in a very short span of time, compared to natural puberty for cis males. And if you double your dose, I've talked to my gender therapist about it because I wasn't sure if it was a risk or not, and well, I wasn't sure how much of a risk, and she confirmed with me that you can tell when someone has transitioned too quickly by upping their dose. It's very bad for the body. It causes harm to the liver because the liver metabolizes the tea, and it also can cause issues like if you do have incredibly high doses of tea, like Max in the L Word, which was he was like at 2,000 a week or something ridiculous. It can convert back into estrogen. So instead of masculinizing, your body will actually refeminize instead, which is not something most people want. At least I don't. um, Another thing that's important to think about while transitioning is your appetite goes up, so it might be good to include more exercise and a lower fat, more heart healthy diet because your blood pressure can go up as well. Not necessarily, but basically, we get all the male health risks. Another issue is you're within the first 5 years of starting T, you're supposed to get a hysterectomy. That's because it can the combat between the estrogen and the testosterone produced by the estrogen produced by your ovaries and your uterine system. It can cause problems like it can even cause cancer. There hasn't been a definitive link proven between transitioning and cancer. However, it's always better to minimize risks. Um, I wrote this topic. I should know this. Benefits of a safe and healthy transition. Um, when you transition safely and healthily, you will be much more likely to end up with the result you want. For example, I get dysphoria about not my transition, some of my changes not being as quick as other people, but by taking pictures of myself weekly to compare, it's helped me to feel less dysphoric about that kind of thing. And I can track my own progress, so when I feel like I'm going nowhere, I can literally say, no, wait, yes, you are. Other benefits of a safe and healthy transition. You can set a good example for other guys. A lot of guys who don't have a lot of resources or information may start T illegally, or they may fuck with their doses, and that's really bad for them. Um, Obviously, sometimes people feel like that's the only option. Um, and if there are people who feel that way, please get in contact with me through either my private blog or my main blog, because I want to try to help you as much as I can. Benefits of a safe and healthy transition, making a good example for other guys, it can help encourage people to transition in a way that doesn't harm them, so that they can live long and healthy lives as the men they were supposed to be. Because what's the point of living a life if it's crippled by health risks? I mean, I have my own risks that come up already. Like, I had seborrhea come up with my tea when I started tea, which is something I didn't even know was related to, which is like a skin thing. Um, I and That's the main one. But other than that, it's just the benefits of a safe and healthy transition, or you'll end up with the body you want. It may be slower, but it's healthier, and you'll like be able to live longer in the end. Um, I guess that's all I really have to say on this topic. It's like 4:21 a.m. So I'll see you guys next week and talk about Comic Con on my blog.